Hello, I'm Berni Xiong, Life Spark with Berni Xiong LLC at www.bernixiong.com. Today is Monday, January 31st, 2011, and this is episode 8 of Get a Life Spark. I apologize, everybody, for not having a video blog last week, Monday. As many of you know, I was on a vacation in Vegas, and I had just returned on Monday. That isn't the sole reason why there wasn't a video blog. I'm actually going to use this episode to really share with you what happened last week and some reflections I've made over the week. Not knowing if any of you have, will, or are currently experiencing some of the same things in your own life. But I figure by sharing this very intimate and personal information with you, this might help you in some way, shape, or form. So bear with me. Last week, Monday, the 24th, I returned home from my Vegas trip. As I said, I had a really good time. We saw some great shows, and it was really fun. Very low-key, but it was really fun. So excited to also see that the Packers had beat the Bears. That was awesome. Upon my return, I received some information that while I was away, a really, really, really good friend of mine almost ended their life. As I started to really take in that information when I returned last Monday, I think I was a little bit in shock, in awe. It was, I guess you could say it was surreal. I hadn't ever heard those words before. I've never had anybody very close to me that I knew very well or cared about ever lose their life or pass away. And for me, I really didn't know how to react, so I didn't really have much of a reaction initially. My heart sunk into my chest, don't get me wrong, but just, I didn't cry, but I didn't panic, it was just a really surreal feeling. As the days progressed, and I ended up talking to my friend a little bit further about the situation and the events that led up to that point, I started to become more emotional, and I started to, I guess, really feel helpless for the first time in my life. And it made me really question my abilities, not only as a coach, but as a friend, as a person. How in my life I'm able to help so many people in my life, and I do a great job. How I could have overlooked the fact that there was somebody very, very close to me who had been subtly calling out for help, and I missed those signs. Or perhaps I saw the signs and didn't really take heed or find severity in the situation enough to do something about it, because for whatever reason I believed their logical statements that they were okay. And last week, many of you actually came to my going away party that I threw for myself on Thursday night at Blackthorn Pub. Thank you, everybody, for coming. And I just had to maintain my composure and be happy and be joyful. And I was, don't get me wrong. But it was very challenging for me to put on a happy demeanor that I guess I'm always wanting to be my best and do my best and be the life spark that you all love and appreciate. And for once I felt like there was something in my life that I felt I didn't have control over, and it was so difficult for me to make sense of it all. Why, when everything is going so fabulously in my life, that an experience like this happened, and I felt somewhat responsible for not, being a better friend for this person who almost ended their life. On a brighter note, after further discussions with this person and helping them to sustain temporary happiness, if you will, to ensure their safety and to ensure that they actually were not going to do something to themselves. This person revealed to me that it was because of me that they had sustained living for as long as they have. It's kind of bittersweet information. Part of me is thinking, well, I may be part of the reason you almost ended your life, because I was the closest friend to you, and here I'm clueless. I have no idea that you were plotting your suicide. But at the same time, it was because the kind of the friend I was to this person that they said, no, it was because of you that I kept delaying it. It was because you care that I didn't want to be more of a burden and leave this world knowing that you would have a very difficult time getting over it. And so, like I said, bittersweet, because part of it I feel guilt, and I feel a certain sense of responsibility to ensuring the happiness of all the people in my life. But at the same time, this person, though as upset as they were about their own life, wanted to reassure me that it was because of the kind of friend I was that they had some will to live, even if it was a tiny little will to live, that there was some will to live. I'm not really sure what else I want to say other than I wanted to share that information with you, because I would rather err on the side of caution and share this information and show you that though there are many things going great in our lives, we may be disrupted by something unexpected, something undesired, and something very difficult and challenging to deal with. But it really is a matter of these experiences that we have to go through in order for us to really build our character, shape who we are and who we're becoming, and really, really learn some great lessons from these experiences that we have. Because for whatever reason this was supposed to happen, it was supposed to happen. Perhaps, redefining our friendship and making it stronger. Perhaps me getting better at helping people who suffer from mental health illnesses or depression or other forms of behavioral issues that could really affect their life tremendously. Maybe it's me evolving as a person, as a coach, and moving on to the next stage of my transformation. Whatever it is, I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm very grateful for the friends and the family and the support that I have in my life. I feel very, very blessed as a person. And so sharing this with you today, I hope that if there's somebody that you've taken for granted, or maybe you have a spat and you're a little upset, or whatever the case may be, take some time to reach out to the people in your life, because you never know when it will be the last time you'll have an opportunity to say hi to them again, hug them again, and show them love and appreciation for who they are and what they mean to you in your life. I almost lost somebody this week, and I'm so glad I didn't. So I'm using every opportunity now to help support them in their recovery process before I leave Milwaukee, and even after I leave, continuing to find out best ways for me to be supportive, even remotely, because friendships and family and love and support is way more important than anything else we live for in this world. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry for the somber post. I hope this helps you some way at all. If not, I just needed to do this because I needed to help me to not suppress this any further. Thank you all so much for your love and support and continued encouragement. I look forward to seeing you next week, Monday. Video blog 9, actually, sorry. Take care. Have a great week. Make it great.